Hello and welcome back to Saber Outdoors. My name, of course, is Mark Alexander, your wonderful host. And guys, today we're gonna learn, well, I'm gonna teach you how to sharpen your axe. Guys, an axe is a very basic but very useful tool for the woodsman, for bushcrafters, for just people going camping. Because, you know, if you have a dull axe, you're gonna have a miserable time doing basic cutting, chopping, and that's what we're gonna do. Guys, we're going to take this in levels. We're gonna go from base, which is, this is the stock edge, excuse me, that this particular axe comes with. This is a hyper tough 3.5 pound axe. And guys, we tested this for the first time during our Ultimate Axe Challenge. It didn't do well. It actually did pretty horrible. But guys, we're going to, in stages, get this edge up to par. Because right now, it is so dull that I don't feel worried to run it across my palm. By the time I'm done, I will not rub this thing across even my t-shirt. But in the meantime, let's get to testing. All right, guys, so we're gonna take our axe, and just with the stock edge, we're gonna hit this 5 times, and then I've got me a chopping block back here, and I'm gonna put me a piece of wood on it, and I'm going to chop it in half and see how many strikes it takes. Guys, all the pieces of wood that I'm splitting came from the same tree, so they have reasonably the same conditions to deal with. But let me move you all up just a smidge, and I'm gonna put me a piece of wood here, 5 strikes here. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, we got something reasonable, about half the head's worth of penetration. Let's try our luck splitting. All these pieces have been measured out, so I've got reasonably the same amount of split to do. All right, one didn't do it, and I can't pull it out, so we're gonna flip it over and do it like that. We're just gonna hop it off just like that. All right, one more. It wants to split. We'll call that 3. I can split it with my thumb and forefinger. So guys, what do you think? 5 strikes, and the chopping block was another 3. And we could have honestly stretched it to 4, but why? Guys, let's show you the first thing you can do to improve your edge. All right, guys, so we have done our first test. We have our first results. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do, the first level of sharpness, I'm gonna take just a file, a metal file, and you can see it's just a hyper tough file. It's not an expensive one. And all you need to do, you need to take that file and just go along the edge. 4. Always keep this count how many you do, because you have to do that same amount on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna come back and do 2 more on this other side. 5, 6. Now, you take a look at the edge. Now you can see that edge has brightened up where we have hit it with that file, and it is significantly more sharp. I might hit it one or 2 more times at certain points. Another 2 on that side. Another 2 on that side. Now guys, if you had a vise and you had a lot of other nice tools, you could do this a lot easier. I'm just doing this out here on the riverbank because I want to show you You don't have to have nice tools to do this. I think this is $5 at Walmart. Not a very expensive or nice tool, but now I have a significantly better edge with just that minimal amount of work. Now let's go test it out. 5 more shots at our same log. You can see directly next to it is our last shot. So 1, 2, digging a lot deeper, whole lot deeper. Like that dug almost up to the handle if you saw that last shot. Even though it's not as wide as this, it's digging a whole lot deeper, whole lot deeper. Lots better. Because that's about surface value. You aren't hitting any deeper than that. If I hit this a couple more times, it would be significantly different. But guys, let's split our chunk of wood. You almost split in one. That time she did split. Guys, you can plainly see the improvement. With just a file, we have made great ground. And I almost fell down. But we got 2 more methods, 2 more processes. All right, guys, so we've got our next method here in this rag. Now, guys, this is what is generally known as a puck. This is a sharpening stone with not 1, but 2 different grits on it. Dark is coarse, the light is fine. Now, guys, these stones are not meant to be used dry. These have to have a little bit of moisture. So what I usually will do is I will soak them in water before I use them. This one has already been soaked in water off camera, of course. But the reasoning is like any sandpaper or any kind of sanding outfit, that the grindings from this are going to get in the pores of your stone. And if you don't have any water there, it's not going to easily move out of the way as you're working your stone. But let me put you down just a little bit so that you all can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my stone and I'm going to hold it at an angle and go like this here, up and down the entire edge. The whole edge is going to be that way. I'm going to work it really quickly with both sides. So I'm just going to work it up and down and then back the same. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing. And guys, even with that quick knock, you can see there's swirls in the blade. Where I have removed material, this is now a lot sharper, a lot better. And then we can flip this over and do the same with the other side. Boom. And see how my stone's getting clogged up because it's not wet enough? I'll wet it down before very long. But look, I'm going to take my fingers and go over the edge. That's how much material was taken off both the stone and this. So guys, we're going to take our little raggy rag and we're going to tidy that up very carefully. And guys, it doesn't take that much. You have a really good working edge. Guys, this isn't going to pop hair, but this is going to be a very good edge to work with. But speaking of working with it, let's go do some work with it. All right, guys, 5 shots, and then we're gonna try our luck splitting. Let me get me a good set my feet real good, because now I'm starting to work with something pretty dangerous. Ooh, did you see that? 3. Oh, 4. And look how deep it's going. Look at that. That's wild right there. It's stuck in really deep. Really, really deep. That was cool. Definitely hits with a lot of force now. Lots of power. Let's try our luck with our chopping block here. Get our feet set. And we're going. 1 shot, and I dug deeply into the block I'm using. Guys, what more do you want? What more do you want? All right, guys, so we have our last method of sharpening. This is the Sharp Pebble sharpening stone. This sharpening stone is 1,000 and 6,000 grit. It's just like the Lansky stone that I just showed you, where it's got 2 different sides on it. Guys, I've never used this. Now, I picked this up at the store. By the way, the store's the greatest place ever. No one can tell me any different. But guys, I picked this up at the store for not that much money. This is the first time I'm opening it, looking it over. Wow, even the stone is in plastic. I've never seen that before. I gotta get my handy dandy pocket knife. Uno momento. All right, guys, now that I've got my pocket knife work took care of, let's get the plastic off of our stone. And there are some visitors coming down to also enjoy this beautiful day. So if you hear other people, that's okay. I'm not gonna ask them to be quiet or run off or any of that other. They're more than welcome to come as long as they're peaceable, just like we are. But guys, this is a brand new stone, and the blue is 1,000. The white is 6,000 grit. Guys, the white kind of just looks like a eraser, so that's pretty odd. But these are water stones. So guys, we're gonna go to one of these pools. I'm gonna set this in, and I'm gonna let you watch as this stone absorbs water just like a sponge. But let's go do that. All right, guys, we're down here at the water's edge. I'm gonna put camera and all under the water so you can see our stone soaking up all the water. So guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna have to organize this. Look at all the bubbles. All those bubbles. And look, it's still going. I've seen bait buckets that didn't have that much air. But guys, we're gonna soak this stone until she quits bubbling, and then we're gonna try and use it. I hope that was a great shot. All right, guys, so we've got our stone. It's watered and ready to go. Guys, if somebody can tell me what these numbers mean on this, I don't know. But guys, we're gonna take our axe, we're gonna put it in an angle, and we're gonna start working our edge. And if you look closely, you can see that first shot actually already is taking material off. So let's do that 5 times. So three, 4, 5. And now we're gonna do the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's feel it. Oh, that's getting really scary sharp. I probably won't do that again because that's a little bit scary. But guys, let's turn our block over. And again, this could all be better with benches, with vices, with a lot of nice things that I don't have, but I would definitely take if somebody was offering. But guys, we're gonna do the same on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna do the same to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guys, you can see there, we were doing something. You know, that's a white stone. That wasn't white material I just took off of this. So guys, with 5 at 1,000 and 5 at 6,000, let's go do our chopping test. I'm going to do our cutting test. I'm not going to do our chopping test. Because guys, how do you improve on 1? You don't. I mean, maybe it's easier, but it's still 1. But in the meantime, guys, we're going to take and go chop 5 chops and see how much more improvement we have with such a little amount of work. All right, guys, this is our last cutting test. Same log. You can see our past strikes. Let's try our luck. Look, 5 times with the most sharpened that this axe probably will ever be. Woo, look at how deep that is. I may not be able to... Woo! That is scary. I mean, that's... If I can get the thing out. Look how deep this is. Getting all the chips out of the way. This is almost twice as deep. Let me actually get you all in here. So this is about how far this one is. So it's about even with this knuckle. This one is almost even with where my fingers come together. Guys, that is a huge improvement with just a little work. But guys, let me get my stuff kind of collected and we'll get a wind up to this video. All right, guys, so we have finished our testing for the day, and I hope that you all have seen how impactful it is to sharpen your axe and how easy it is. Guys, you saw the actual marked improvement in each and every step that I took. I went from 3, and I honestly could have swung it another time. I went from 2, and I honestly could have swung it another time, to 1, to not any way I could improve on 1 with sharpening my axe for chopping. And as far as cutting, you all saw again, every time that I swung the axe, it would dig deeper and it would be difficult for me to work out. I could even just hit the handle and it just sit there and do one of these. But guys, these aren't very expensive things. This sharpening stone from the store, $20. The Lansky stone, you can pick that up at Walmart, 15 bucks. The file, as we spoke about earlier, you can pick that up for not that much money. It's like $5, $6. Guys, for the grand total of, let's see, $5, $6, we'll call it $5 just for the sake of argument. 5, 20, and another 20. I can sharpen not only my axes, but my hatchets, my knives, my chisels, my anything that I need to sharpen. I can sharpen very easily with just these limited things. I don't need to buy a lot of other products that people will push you towards, you know, diamond this and so forth that. Guys, these are all the tools that you need. And again, you saw a marked improvement every time we went from one level to the next. But guys, that's all there is to this video. I want to thank you so very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification, subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and you out there can help me do that. But in the meantime, thanks again for watching. We'll see you somewhere in the woods or on the water.